D-Day for the Range Rover Sport. I've actually called in a specialist, guys. In fact, I'll put his link in the description down below for his website. Go on there and check it out. He has, I did ask him, he doesn't want to be on camera. He has plugged this Land Rover in, basically read the ECU that reads every single module of the car. Hopefully I'm getting this right. He then relays all of that information back over the top. So ultimately putting the original code and chassis number back in to the ABS unit. And now we got no ABS lights. He's done it. He has cleared all of the codes on the car, but he did say 4 had come back. Add blue fault, it says service required there. I've put add blue in it. The bonnet's open, that's okay. Let's clear that. Check all tyre pressures. It's literally got 4 codes left on the screen. So we've saved a small fortune now because it was nearly £2,000 for a new ABS pump. Now we can get this in, do the proper bleed procedure, get it some brakes and get it off to the paint shop. I'll link him in the description down below. So straight into the workshop, but of course being very cautious because the brake pedal almost hits the floor before it stops you. We've got the diagnostic machine plugged into it there, and myself and Chris went through it and read the instruction manual on how to bleed the brakes using the diagnostic tool, because we've not done it before. We wanted to understand it. Once we did understand it, one of you needs to be in the car with the diagnostic tool. So Chris jumped in and I opted for the outside. We've got the bleed system on there, and of course I've got a jar and a pipe and going around bleeding all of the brakes. Come on mate, 30 odd years, have you ever seen such a stupid bleed procedure?
Bit of a faff, wasn't it? I've got to be honest.
Laying on your back under the car.
Yeah, well you was, I weren't.
6 bleed nipples to do.
I had the heated seat on.
It's still,
no, I know.
And was that 3 times in total we followed the procedure? We
struggled there to get rid of all the air, didn't we? But yeah, we had to go into the service mode with the scan tool. Yeah. And that allows you to bleed it, and it runs it's like randomly, wasn't it, as we was doing the process, but we had a timer bar that when it got to 100%,
you moved to the next one.
To the next, the next caliper. So, but yeah, it was quite a faff, wasn't it? And it seemed to be, I mean, like I say, we've had it 3 times, but this right-hand front run the ABS pump more than any of the others, didn't it?
Well, in fact, it was only the driver's side that run the ABS pump.
Yes, and you could physically feel it different in the bleed when I was pushing the pedal down, but you've got to let the pedal up, wait 4 seconds, go down again. But we got there in the end, mate.
We got there in the end. It stops and starts, and what you got on the dash, mate?
We've got a lovely pedal that's rocking hard, and we have got very little now. ABS light's gone out, hasn't it? We've got
TPMS.
Yeah.
And temperature low warning.
Yes.
For the outside temperature.
Yes.
And put your seatbelt.
Washer jets.
Yeah.
And that's that warning triangle. And that's it.
That's all that comes up.
That's all that comes up.
So jobs are good.
Jobs are good. So 59 faults down to 1 fault now.
That's right. Well, and a few more faults that are not on the computer. But Liam's on his way. Oh wait, I say he's on his way. He's going to get her at some point today. We've bought it in just in case it starts raining. And he can crack on and get that windscreen fitted, mate. Yeah. And then next step, I think MOT.
Yeah, it will be, won't it?
Yeah.
So.
Or even paint, because we don't want to start fitting all of this in, and this is probably a sharp edge, this hole in this wing, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, we'll be doing one or the other, that's for sure. Right, let's wait for him to arrive. Now, I did say in a previous video, as soon as I get a spare moment, I'm going to jump on that Passat and actually get some bits done to it. So I actually got 2 more injectors because number 3 and 4 were really playing up. So I've replaced both of them for second-hand ones from Reclamet. I've got them all plugged in, everything's fine. All the faults are cleared. It's not showing any faults, but this car has got a DPF light on. Now, I've got it booked in for an MOT. It ran out a couple of months ago, and I'm going to attempt to do a false regen on this car and clear that light. What an absolute great success. We have saved the Passat that we was going to scrap. Now, when I go to the MOT centre in Rochester, you can come off at Gillingham and then go through the towns, through the Medway Tunnel, and that is the short way. But because that DPF light was on, I got on the M2 motorway and I was in third gear and quite high revs, and I thought I ain't going to be able to drive all the way there like this at 60. So I changed it into fourth, got to 70 mile an hour, and I went all the way over the Rochester Bridge, and I come off at the Wainscott bypass. And honestly, you couldn't make it up. Just as I got to that Wainscott bypass roundabout for Medway City Estate, the DPF light just turned out. So an absolute great success. It went out, and I'll show you. That's with the ignition off. Start it up. All the lights go out. Just the service now light comes on. So it went straight through the MOT. No emission issues whatsoever. But I have noticed with this car at low revs, there is a little bit of I want to say it skips a beat, if that makes sense to you. But I'm going to plug the diagnostic in as soon as I get 2 minutes, and I'm going to code all 4 injectors again to the car, just so it knows it's got those 4 injectors and all the numbers match up. And I'm sure this one is going to be absolutely fine. So it's now got a year's MOT on it. It's still taxed, and I'm just going to run around in it, do them injectors, and then this one can go. Let's get back to the yard and carry on with that Range Rover. Always nice when Liam turns up to do the job. This looked horrendous, this car, with that smashed windscreen. Well, they all do, don't they? They look terrible, but I think the passenger airbag had broke this windscreen previously. While Liam was here, I did ask him to help me get that A-pillar trim off with his wire, and he literally got it off in seconds. So I've ordered a new one of them up. He's just about to put a new windscreen in this one, and it kind of just makes this car look so much better from the inside and the outside. We'll put the A-pillar trim on after the paint, but he's put all the wiper blades and scuttle panel back on there. So job is a good one. Between us, mate, we saved the old Volkswagen Passat.
Well, yes.
It lives to fight another day.
We kind of was a bit quick to write that off, weren't we?
We was, mate, but you know, we was at the time, we was having a bit of a clear out, weren't we, and trying to get stuff done.
We was, yeah.
And also, Chris has got Dan here doing some building work, and to be honest, he's driving us mad for it now. He wants it as a dog walking car.
Yeah.
Now I've just got back, so we'll probably let him have that.
Yeah, definitely.
Save us advertising it as well.
Yep.
Liam has fitted the windscreen, and the car is perfect. Now I've just rung up and got a quote to drop this off for paint, and just as I thought, 100 quid. Then I'm going to need to get it picked back up and brought back here, another 100 quid. Yeah. We are all about saving money. This car has no MOT. So, of course, I've just booked it in for one, and I'm going to take it on its first road test for an MOT. Yeah. It's the only warning lights it's got.
That's right.
The washer jets. Yeah. Chris is just about to put them in.
I mean, they will have to come back out for the bonnet to be painted.
Of course.
But it's worth it for the saving the 200 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And you would have to take it for an MOT
of course I would,
anyway.
yeah.
So you can't factor in that. So yeah, for saving 200 quid, we're going to put the washer jets in so they can back out again.
I'm going to run over to Perfectly Printed Plates, grab a nice new set of plates for it. You're going to chuck them in. It's booked in for MOT.
We're going to put these vents on.
We've got to put them in.
Of course we have.
Because someone's going to say, why'd you bother? But that is a sharp edge.
Yeah.
So that is an MOT failure.
Again, they can be popped back out quite
They can, can't they?
Can't they? So yeah.
And you've had a wire was out. You've had a bit of a
I blew all that engine off with the airline and cleaned that engine cover and put that on. Yeah, so that's a bit tidier, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit more presentable. It'll probably have a bit of dust on it when it comes from the paint shop, but of course it'd be going for a valet then anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Just reminded me, Chris, I haven't got one.
So we've got all the clips for it, but we haven't got the pad.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. Let's get the plates for it. Get the washer jets in it. Get them tested and get it for an MOT. I actually laughed a little bit when I watched this back for the first time because Chris put each washer jet in, but the middle one, he could not reach it. He said it's just a bit too far away. But thinking about it now, if he'd have started the car up and pressed the lower down button, the car would have gone down lower and he would have been able to reach it a little bit easier. But of course, he got them in there and he fitted both of the windshields as well, so there's no sharp edges. I've set off from the yard way too early for MOT. In fact, the MOT is not for another hour and 10 minutes. but I wanted to set off and actually make sure that it all drove all right, that we got no warning lights and there's no issues with this car, because it's been off the road for over a year. It's not been driven. We know it wasn't hit that bad, but we've bled them brakes. I still wanted to make sure that if there was any issues, I could quite easily turn around and head back to the yard. So like I say, I'm a little bit early. The car drives lovely. We've got no faults with it, no warning lights. I'm now happy to take it for MOT. I've just quickly stopped off at home. It's sort of on the way, but a bit out of the way, and that's only because we got little Louis with us today. Claire took him to the vets this morning, but had loads to do in town, so dropped him off with us, and we've been babysitting a little bugger for a little while. So I'm going to drop him off. We'll head for MOT and see how we get on. But don't forget, we're saving quite a bit of money doing it this way round. I know some people are going to say, you're crazy, you fitted the bonnet vent jets, the wing vents, but it's all simple stuff. It's going to take me 5 minutes to pop off. So let's drop the dog off and get to the MOT. He's just brought it out, guys. Give me the thumbs up and said it's actually a really, really nice car. So he's just going to do the paperwork. I'll go in there and get that. And it's a massive plus, isn't it? Look how high that is, jacked up at the maximum, I suppose, for the MOT. But now that's MOT'd, I can chuck the tray plates in it and run anywhere we need to go in this, so to and fro paint. And on that note, I have had a bit of an idea. So what I'm actually going to do is the Discovery Sport that's at Smarts is actually done and ready. And even though this isn't booked in, I've decided I'm going to drive there in this and actually ask them if they want to do the paintwork on it. And if they do, I can leave this there. It's not booked in, so it may take a week or two to get it done. But I'll leave that there, pick up the Discovery Sport. We can head back to the yard in that and get it finished. And also, while it's at Smarts, I will get them to do these wheels, because that one's chinned down there and the brake dust is quite bad on it, where it's been baked on there for the last 12 months. And then of course this one, it's got random bits of primer on it, but it is again quite badly scuffed up. And then this one is actually the worst one, and again, look at all the primer all over the wheel. Not really sure what's happened there. These wheels are huge. What are they? 22 inch. So they definitely need doing, don't they? And then that one there's, I think that's the worst one. It is covered in primer around the outside edges. I don't know if someone started to prep it, but anyway, let's go and get it dropped off and get that Disco Sport picked up. Look at the change in weather we just had. So I'm driving from Rochester to Smart Services, and I've gone, of course, down Bluebell Hill. The traffic is, well, it's actually not too bad today, but the weather is terrible. There was really bad floods on this morning that I took this journey, but it's a nice, quick, short journey across country. I'll say across country. Cross country is the right word for it, because you just cut across down Bluebell Hill into Alresford Village, and that's where Smart Services is. They do a bit of paint for us, and of course they do all of our wheels. Let's pick the car up and drop this one off. One dropped off, one picked up. Let's get back to the yard and get this car finished, because this can go. I've already driven it plenty. I've check pedestrian protection system. The door's not plugged in, is it? Let's get back to the yard and get this one wrapped up. Of course we had to make a quick stop off, didn't we, at Land Rover Parts, because we needed a new door moulding and we went for a brand new one. So let's head back to the yard and get this one put back together. So straight in the workshop, and a team effort on this. When we sent it to paint, we hung the original door on it, of course, and it's come back with the new door fitted, because it's, of course, had a blend. So Chris started taking the old door apart, and while he was doing that, I started building up the new one. So took the door handle out, I then fitted it into the new door, and then he took the cassette out, and then we fitted that into the new door. Just a bit of teamwork there. While he was stripping it, I was stripping the bits off this one we weren't going to use, and then of course we was building this door up with all of our original parts, not taking any chances, just in case there was anything that was different. We're so chuffed we bought this car, and we are so happy with how it's come out. We got cracking straight away there, because we want to get this one back together. However, there was a very small fail. That is it.
Yep.
Paint match is lovely on it, absolutely.
Yes,
it doesn't, it never looks great in here, but it's been blended into that door, so it's absolutely bang on. You look through the camera, It's just the light angles, I suppose.
No,
Looks
it's
a bit
perfect.
funny.
Perfect.
I've just gone to remove that B-pillar trim, and it actually pretty much exploded as soon as I touched it on that car. So I've just ordered a brand new one of them. It's going to be in tomorrow, but that is the door, all back together, window down, rubbers in, all of the cassettes back in there. We are ready to fit the door panel.
Yep.
And I think it's just a matter of waiting for that trim to arrive. We have got that new trim that can go on the
I've got
bottom
to
of
put
the
the
door.
seal cover back on, haven't I?
That come out really nice, Chris.
No, they've put a bit of lacquer on it, haven't they?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
they've gone over mine, so it's even better.
Even better, a bit of extra protection. Right, let's carry on. Get this one wrapped up, mate, I guess.
Yep.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it, how fast this time-lapse makes you work. In this piece of time-lapse, 25 seconds, there's a door panel completely fitted. I also go and get the new door moulding and get that fitted. And then you've got that seal cover that goes on underneath the doors, and they're getting fitted as well. So all three of them, and completely buttoning this car up and getting it finished, done in just 25 seconds time-lapse. Of course, guys, it was more like 25 minutes, but there it is, all done. I bet you wouldn't mind me bringing you a few more like that, would
Well,
you?
that was a nice little repair. We've got a couple of bits outstanding on it. That bit of plastic when it arrives.
Yeah.
Quite easy. Must admit, didn't notice this here. This, and especially with a brand new one on there that you've put on, it's got a mark in it. So we've got another one of them coming as well. We've ordered that. But yeah, when you open that up, I mean, that's a lovely little repair, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I say so myself.
Well, you're never going to know, are you?
You're never going to know. And yeah, nice. Not a lot of money on parts, Rob. Not loads of work. And we're pretty much there with it. It does need a valet, doesn't it? And it needs those couple of bits we've said about. But yeah, you'd buy them all day, every day.
Yeah.
I know some people slag the old Land Rovers and that, don't they? But I
They
would buy them all day, every day.
I would as well, and I did. The paperwork's in there. This has had a new turbo, it's had a new DPF, and it's had a full timing chain kit on it.
Yeah.
They don't come any more sorted than this
No.
2 litre Ingenium. The wheels are all refurbed,
Yeah.
as usual, from Smarts.
Yeah.
It goes without saying, doesn't it? It's
Look amazing.
Always look amazing.
Yeah.
If I get you to pop your side open, Chris, so I can carry on talking to you, I just want to
Yes,
check the
mate,
mileage
yeah.
on this. It's done 64,000 miles, but it did come up with -40 on the temperature. But I think that's probably something to do with that mirror. Maybe it's in
What, the
that.
temperature sensor?
Yeah. Let me. Oh, you got to depress the clutch, haven't you? Tyre pressure monitoring set for light load. Yeah, look, -40.
Wow. Right, we've got a fault there, haven't we?
Yeah,
We're gonna
but I do think I'll probably it's possibly got something to do with that mirror, or it needs a temperature sensor. But again, it's a very, very simple little job to do, and we have got those other little tiny jobs to do.
Yeah.
V5, full history.
Full back
Yeah,
book pack.
full book pack, both keys.
Yeah.
64,000 miles.
Full glass roof as well.
Full panoramic glass roof. Yeah, I'm not sure on the model of it, but it must be a HSE because it's got all the fancy
It
bits
is
in
an
it.
HSE, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Really not all electric seats, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, nice, mate. Nice, yeah. Well done.
Right. Well done to you. Team effort on this one.
Yeah. As always, mate.
And it's going to be for sale. It is an HSE straight away.
Yeah, you've driven this one. You've proved this one.
I drove it home.
We're just waiting for those parts, aren't
Yeah,
we?
mate, they'll be here tomorrow, and then this one can go up for sale.
Yeah, what are we going to ask for this one?
Let me quickly look them up, and then we'll say what we're going to ask for it. I think there's an absolute crime just about to be committed here.
All right.
8.5 grand. It's unrecorded. Go on the intranet and have a look. The cheapest one I've just shown you is blown up.
Yeah.
It's 5 grand, and the nearest you can get to this car is 10,000 plus.
Yeah.
It's unrecorded. It's an absolute bargain. We're nicking a couple of grand out of this one, which is absolutely lovely. The person we got it off don't really want us disclosing numbers.
No, that's fair
and
enough.
I'm going to respect their wishes. I am going to respect their wishes.
Subscriber, wasn't it?
He is, and he got rid of the car because he just doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, 8.5 grand. We're literally, I've just ordered the parts from Land Rover main dealer. They're going to be here tomorrow. I'm not going to be here. Chris is dropping me off to the airport early in the morning so that we can film a video for you to watch on Wednesday.
Probably, yeah, will be.
Which is quite epic.
It all goes to plan.
Yeah, we think it's quite epic anyway.
Yeah.
So Chris is going to finish this off tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's not going to bother recording it, are you?
No.
And then you'll see this one pop up on
Been a bit different,
Instagram.
this video, hasn't it?
It has, mate.
Started.
You got a lot for your money.
Yeah, started with a Range Rover Sport, didn't
It
it?
did.
Finished with a Discovery Sport.
Went on to a Volkswagen Passat.
Yeah, that's it.
And then went on to the Discovery Sport.
Yeah.
But I think it's reality, isn't it? We wouldn't normally film it like this.
No.
We'd have waited till the Sport come back from the paint and then filmed a video on it.
Yeah.
This one, we
Probably wasn't enough for a video,
no, I think
to be honest. We could have dragged it out maybe, but does anyone want to watch that?
No.
Probably not.
No,
do
definitely
they?
not.
So I think, yeah, we've done the right thing there, don't we?
We have. I think when we finished the first and only video on this, we said there's not enough.
No.
And we'll chuck it in somewhere.
Yeah, and that's what we've done.
And quickly we did chuck it in there as well.
Yeah,
That is going to be the end of today's video. And of course, if you've got a car that you think we might be interested in, you can email me, sales, SIUK, @gmail.com. Guys, please only use that email to reach out to us about a car that you've got for sale or a car that you want to purchase once it's gone out on Instagram. I just do get quite a lot of emails lately, people asking for advice, and we're not happy to give out advice to people over the phone or through a message. You know, it's not safe to give out advice, definitely not over the phone.
You need to see the vehicle, don't you?
Of course you do, yeah.
And if they can include like price and
Price, location, telephone number
that
really
kind
does
of
help.
speed up the process.
It does speed up the process. Right, mate, we'll leave it there
That's
then.
it. All right, mate.
I need to go home and get an early night. And
Yeah.
so do you, because you've got to get up to take me.
I have, yeah. I've got
I'll
to
see
drop you
you
at the airport.
about 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Over and out. No joke.
Oh, no joke, Rob.